The Christmas tree is decorated and the presents are opened. But before the night is over, someone ends up dead.
Is he breathing?
I don't know. I've been trying to call you over and over and over. What happened?
When a man is found naked and dead from a gunshot wound, the victim's wife makes a startling confession.
We had an altercation.
Over
Lots of things. Then I took his gun out.
Did this woman murder her husband in cold blood? Or was this a desperate act of self-defense?
I know you're looking at me like I'm an animal right now, and I'm not. I'm not. I've just been abused for so many years.
It would be years before this case would finally reach.
We had an altercation over lots of things. Then I took his gun out. That single sentence spoken to a responding officer on Christmas night 2022 is the dry, bureaucratic seed from which an entire legal storm grew. It doesn't scream. It doesn't explain. It simply exists, a flat statement of fact from a woman standing a few feet from her dying husband. But inside that sentence lies the central question of state of New Jersey versus Mary Lou Wigglesworth. When does a wife become a defendant? And when does a politician become a victim? Think of this case not as a whodunit, but as a photograph slowly developing in a darkroom. At first, you see only the brightest, harshest outline: the naked body, the gunshot, the Christmas tree still lit in the corner. But as the chemical process does its work, darker shadows emerge from the paper, bruises photographed by investigators. A local power broker.
Right now.
Okay.
Like, he is like great, and then he's not.
Okay.
He's like a nice person, and then he's like very controlling. And at this point, I have nothing to lose because I can't even believe
Bravo 14.
I shot my husband because I love him to death, but he has a whole other side of him. I don't know who he is.
Okay.
He's a crazy person with crazy verbal, mental issues that he goes like, wow, I can't handle.
A system that initially saw only a killer and refused to see anything else. Before we go deeper into what the documents actually show, make sure you're subscribed to Trial Theory, Unsealed, because we don't just cover the story, we follow the evidence. David Wigglesworth wasn't a household
Finally
name.
reach a conclusion, and the outcome isn't the one many saw coming. Township, New Jersey. That's where we meet this week's female criminal, Mary Lou Wigglesworth. To those closest to her, Mary Lou was simply Mary. She was born in January of 1971. Searches of her name revealed very little, at least outside of the crime she would later be accused of. The same couldn't be said for her husband, David Wigglesworth. David was no stranger to public attention. He was involved in local politics within Hamilton Township. He was even the best man for the former
of Hamilton Township, New Jersey. But inside those borders, he was a fixture. He ran for the township committee and lost. He served as president of the planning board. He stood as best man at the former mayor's wedding. His name carried weight in municipal hallways. When officers arrived at the Wigglesworth home just before 10:20 p.m., they encountered a crime scene, but they also encountered a quiet jurisdictional
Just
tremor.
before 10:20 p.m., officers with the Township of Hamilton Police Department respond to Mary and David's home. When the call came in, all dispatch knew was that a man is injured. But when responding officers arrived, they discover a scene far more serious than initially reported.
Can you come out here for a second?
I can.
Where's the lights? Is there anybody else in the house?
Anybody else in the house?
Yeah.
Is there any weapons in this house?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is.
Where?
Yeah. Well, in our bedroom.
Okay. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Sit right here in this chair.
I don't have a problem.
Is he breathing?
I don't know. I've been trying to call you over and over and over.
What happened?
We had an altercation
Over
lots of things.
Okay.
And we had a fight.
Okay.
Then I took his gun out. Please.
The victim was one of their own network. The accused was the woman who had been silently living beside the network for 32 years. Mary Lou didn't run. She didn't lie. She stood in the cold without shoes and said words that should echo through every domestic violence courtroom in the country. Nobody knows about abuse that people hold over because nobody knows because you've been silent.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah, I've never been out
Nobody
here.
knows about abuse that people puts up with because nobody knows because you keep it silent.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to jail. Christmas night because this is what I have to deal with.
Nobody knows. She told Sergeant Clayton something else in the back of that squad car. She told
You
him she had
cooperating?
no-
7 years of my life, and my husband physically and mentally abused me, and I had enough.
Okay.
Do you realize?
I'm listening to you.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I had enough.
All right.
I had enough.
All right.
And this is my life for the rest of my life, but I had enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you say.
I'm just listening. I'm listening.
I know.
Not
It's
judging.
your job.
I'm not judging you or anything like that. I'm just listening. Just stand right there for me, okay?
I had enough. I had enough.
In policing, there's a term for statements made not under interrogation but in moments of raw, unprompted distress. Excited
Fight,
utterances.
and then what happened?
Yeah, well, we had an altercation. We fought back and forth.
Okay.
And I got pissed off and I got the gun out.
And what happened after you got the gun out?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
I don't
So
know.
just sit right there for me, okay? Don't
I
move.
will. I have no problem with that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here's what I'm gonna do.
Well,
Just for my safety.
get him an ambulance
Yep.
right now.
For my
please.
safety and your safety, I'm just gonna detain you at this
That's
point,
fine.
okay?
That's fine.
So just stand up for me.
You're-
Stand up for me, please. Just face away from me. One second.
An hour, 2 hours ago.
An hour or 2 hours ago?
I don't know when
That
we
you
were-
guys were fighting?
An hour probably ago.
Okay, when was he like this, unconscious?
Not long. Right afterwards, I called you guys.
After you called us?
Like,
Okay.
Oh my God! Right afterwards.
Okay. All right. If you can just stand up for me, do you have anything on you that's gonna poke me or hurt me?
Of course not.
All right. I'm just gonna have to
was
search
in my
you.
home.
It's just procedure, okay?
I know.
Turn
I was
around
in
for
my
me.
Home.
Turn around for me, please. I know. I understand.
Because the law assumes a person in shock hasn't yet constructed a lie. And what was Mary Lou's excited utterance? Not denial. Not a cover story. She said she took his gun out after he threatened her with it. She said she just lost it. She said, I know you're looking at me like I'm an animal right now.
Mary is left by
and I'm
herself
not."
in the interview room. Before detectives even get the opportunity to ask her any questions, she begins to utter things that seem to have been bottled up for a while.
Just try to keep breathing and
I
take
can't. I
take
know
a
my life is over.
take a sip of water.
It doesn't matter. I know my life is over. I know what I did was wrong. I know. I know. I love my husband. He was so verbally abusive. It's hard to handle. You don't understand. It's hard to understand. We've been together over 30 years. 30 years. I know you've heard every story in the world. Every year. Why? Why do you do these things to me? I'm not a bad person. And now this is what I gotta deal with for the rest of my life. I understand what's happening to me. I do. I do go to jail. I do. And it's horrible. And I probably killed my husband. And it's horrible. My whole life, I've tried to be a good person. I tried. But this is where it got me. If you talk to my son, I never did anything wrong. What's happening right now? What's going on with me? Is my husband dead?
I haven't been out there. I don't know.
I don't even know. It's horrible. I swear to you, I just lost it. Just lost it. Like when your mind can't take anymore, you just can't deal with it. I know you have your life and your family. I'm just telling you, like, I just can't deal with it anymore. Sorry, I don't mean to do this to you, but look at me. Look at me. I've lived my life. I've done the right things forever. And I made one choice that was a horrible choice. But people are put in a situation where your mind is just like overwhelmed with, do you do the right thing or what else is there left? I've done this for so many years. I can't even believe I'm in this situation. I can't even believe.
Mary isn't able to calm down.
I know. I know you're looking at me like I'm an animal right now, and I'm not. I'm not. I've just been abused for so many years. Please contact my son for me, please. I'm begging you. Please.
We'll get in touch with him.
Nobody knows. That phrase becomes the moral refrain of this entire proceeding. It's what Mary Lou repeated in the holding cell when detectives delayed letting her call her son.
I know you have to do your job. I know it's protocol. Believe me, my husband's been in local politics for years. But come on. You know, I know everybody that is in our Mays Landing politics because we've been through this for years. All I want is to talk to my son right now. Because I know. Please.
It's what the Appellate Division of the New Jersey Superior Court effectively said to the lower court judge, who denied her bail without considering her self-defense claim. The initial judge saw a first-degree murder charge and slammed the detention.
Give me 1 second.
When detectives finally come to visit Mary in her holding cell, they tell her she's been charged with David's murder. But even in light of that news, Mary's mind seems elsewhere.
Mary Lou, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I just wanted to talk to you. Listen, I know tonight's been really difficult. All right, I know it's been a terrible experience and everything. Based on what we know about what happened, the county prosecutors authorized us to charge you with your husband's homicide. Okay, so we're going to do that tonight and get you processed on that at some point, okay? I just wanted you to
Judges
hear.
Heidi Currier and Avis Bishop Thompson reviewed the record and found something remarkable. The circuit court had failed to show Mary Lou was a flight risk. It had failed to show she would obstruct justice. What it had shown, according to the appellate ruling, was a reflexive decision that ignored the bruises documented on her body. The evidence of assault was visible. The legal system just needed to be forced to look at it.
I don't know what I can find out for you. I just got here.
I understand, but I've been hearing the same thing for about 2-3 hours.
It's unclear when and if Mary managed to get in touch with her son. She's held behind bars in the Atlantic County Justice Facility. Word spreads of David's murder, and more details are released. The headlines read, "Wife shoots and kills naked husband on Christmas Day." An autopsy determines David died of a single gunshot wound. In early January, Mary appears before a judge. Through her attorney, she doesn't dispute she was the one who shot and killed David. She claims she acted in self-defense because she feared for her life. A judge ruled due to the severity of her charges, she would be denied bail. But the following month, an appellate court ruled Mary would be given a second chance at bail. State Appellate Division judges Heidi Currier and Avis Bishop Thompson ruled the circuit court judge should have considered Mary's self-defense evidence before ordering her to remain in jail. The appellate court judges also find the circuit court failed to show reason that Mary would be a flight risk or would try obstructing the criminal justice process. Mary Lou Wigglesworth appears back in front of the judge on Valentine's Day of 2023.
So here is the ticking clock question that reframes this entire case. What happens when the only witness to years of private violence finally breaks on the one night the whole world is supposed to be celebrating peace? The Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office eventually provided the answer, not with a dramatic trial but with a plea agreement. On June 4, 2024, Mary Lou Wigglesworth pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Let that land. First-degree murder was the charge. Manslaughter was the resolution. The prosecutor's own statement confirmed the sequence. David physically assaulted her. David threatened her with his firearm. She fired. The autopsy confirmed a single gunshot wound. The investigation confirmed significant bruising consistent with assault. The woman who said, "I'm not an animal," was sentenced to 6 years in prison, with a release date currently January 29, 2028.
Mary Lou Wigglesworth is ordered to remain behind bars pending trial, but the case never makes its way in front of a jury. On June 4th of 2024, she pleads guilty to manslaughter. Under her plea arrangement, she faces a recommended sentence of less than 10 years in prison. She's sentenced in August of that same year to 6 years in prison. Following her sentencing, the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office wrote in a statement, during the plea, the defendant stated that before the shooting, she and her husband engaged in an argument. The victim, David, physically assaulted the defendant and threatened her with a firearm that he kept in their bedroom. Immediately following the threat, the defendant shot the victim with the firearm used in the assault. Officers investigating the homicide documented significant bruising throughout the defendant's body following the homicide, consistent with being the victim of an assault. Mary Lou Wigglesworth is serving her prison sentence in the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility for Women. As of this recording, online records show her release date is January 29th of 2028. Thanks so much for joining me on this episode. I'm Elizabeth Milner, and we'll see you back here next week with another female criminal.
Nobody knows. There is one publicly available document you can examine yourself. It is the Atlantic County Prosecutor's Office press release dated around the time of her sentencing in August 2024. Read it carefully. Read the clinical language describing the assault she endured immediately before the shooting. Then ask yourself the question we leave for you in the comments below. Did the system deliver justice, or did it simply negotiate a settlement with a truth it was never prepared to fully acknowledge? If you want more investigations that go past the headline and into the evidence, like this video, share it, subscribe to Trial Theory Unsealed, and turn on notifications. We don't chase the noise, we read the filings.